Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day or a great night depending on when you're watching this video. Today is currently Monday and I probably should have made this video yesterday, but y'all, I was just chilling, relaxing, slept in a little bit, went grocery shopping, went over budget for grocery shopping because I am working overtime all this week. And the latest I'll get off this week is 7:30, 8 o'clock ish. So I went ahead and bought groceries, but it's okay. It was intentional. I believe what I'm going to do next time is just set money aside and go from there. Just set a little extra money aside. That way, when I do need to do this with spending and going over, I can just have the money already. So, let's talk about these bills for the month of February that won't be due until March. Well, most of the bills are due in March, and mortgage, rent, this is for February. Everything else is already a month ahead. So, let's talk about it. Cricket. And of course, you know my bills are pretty much always the same. So, Cricket, $118. Split payment method, which I can show how I did it. So the full bill is $118, and I'm just dividing it by two payments for February, which is $59 and $59, which is where the numbers came from. And then we have YouTube for the month of February and the month of March, which remember I did say I am going to just pay and then save my points. Right now for $10, no, right now for Capital One I have $10. So I'll just save the points for the rest of the year. And I did put second thought because this is my second time rewriting this. The first budget I wrote was a little higher, so I'm just going to go with this one. Of course, all of this may change because my paychecks may not be what I think they may be. Next, we have AT&T for the month. That bill did go up to $70. Divided by 2 is $35 for the first and second paycheck. Then we have NES. Not really sure what the bill will be for the month of March, but it's warm outside. The heat hasn't been on, so I'm just going to pay $100. I do have a credit for $48. So for the split payment method, I am just going to do 50-50 for the month of State Farm. And you may see the phone shaking because I'm not at my desk. I'm actually sitting here in the living room, and my desk is a hot mess. And yeah, I haven't went to the desk to get it cleaned up and whatnot. Next, we have Term Life. Now, this bill isn't due until March 28th, but we are setting money aside. So, $60 for the month, $30 for the first and second paycheck. Next, we have mortgage, rent. Remember, my rent is actually $940 plus $1 for a money order. So, I'm doing $1,200. I've been doing $1,200 since I want to say October, September, maybe even August. So $600 for the second paycheck, $600 for the first and second paycheck, which means that for the month I will be saving $200 and pretty much $259 for the month for my long-term saving when it comes to the house. Next, we have Netflix. Netflix is $8 rounded up, and we got $4 for the first, $4 for the second paycheck. Altogether, the bills equal up to $1,822. And I'm hoping you all can hear me. I'm on my new phone versus the old phone. I've never recorded a video on the new phone, but since the old phone is in the bedroom and I didn't want to get up and make sure it's charged or anything like that, I just decided to use the phone that I had. So $1,822 divided by 2 is $911 each. And the reason I do the split payment method is because if you take all the bills and divide it by 2, if you start on a magic month, you will end up with being a month ahead. That's if every time you get paid, make sure all of your bills paid. Now, if you get that third paycheck and decide to do like I used to do in the past, where I would just say, oh, well, since it's 3 paychecks, I'm just going to pay this bill, that bill, and not worry about that, you won't end up a month ahead. But if you start on a magic month, pay all of your bills, you will end up a month ahead by the end of the year. Next, we have debt. When it comes to debt, I'm paying $500 for the car payment. Then we got $250, and then we have $22 for Google One. I did run out of space for backing up photos, emails, things like that. So I went ahead and paid for the year, which was $21 and some change. So $22 I'm sending Capital One back. Then we have the medical bill from when I went to the doctor. Y'all, that medical bill is $186. Do you hear me? That is a lot just to take a freaking flu test. Like, y'all, I think, if I'm not mistaken, when I looked at the bill, my physician charged $183 and everything else was like $18-19, which is crazy. So $93.93. And then we have care credit. Now, I did go over, of course, I spent $105 and some change at the store. I already had $17 and some change left, so $88 is the difference. And that bill won't be due until March, but I'm going to go ahead and get it knocked out. $44.44. All the bills together is $796 divided by 2 is $109 and $387. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and pay Capital One their money when I get paid my first paycheck, and then make sure everything else gets paid. Next, we're moving on to saving and investing. So for saving and investing, I was going to, break everything down, but I am going to keep it like this because I was shocked and surprised when I added up everything for the end of January for the amount that I saved. Y'all, January was a good month for me. So we got investing, and this is for Roth. Remember, I did up my 401k to 8%. I may push it up to 9%, but right now I'll wait. So we got $40. Alley, that's $100 per paycheck. Navy Federal, $10. SoFi, $100 for $350, and $175 for the first and second paycheck. Last, we got variable expenses. Hold on. And I'm not really sure how variable expenses are going to go. This is just what I'm thinking. As you can see, I got a lot of question marks because I don't really know. So for fun, we're just going to do $50. Now, this is for just for the whole month, no matter if I take 50 for the first paycheck or the second paycheck. The reason it's not broken down. Next, we have groceries. I'm not really sure about groceries since this is a short month and I already did some grocery shopping. So groceries, I think I'm going to do $260 for the month. So that's $130, or however I switch it up or whatever. But I'm really not sure. Maybe we can come in cheaper for groceries since I already bought something. Next, we have travel. Travel is gas. I did $70 and break that up by 2, $35 each. Next, we got spending for $100, and that's just 50-50. Essentials, not really sure. Miscellaneous, not really sure. As you can see, I don't really know, but I'm thinking $480 for the month and $40, and second paycheck $240, which is a total I need $3,450 for the month.